I'm Maya, a My First Place participant in Solano County. I'm also a staff member of First Place, working as a peer educator with Solano County Independent Living Skills Program. And this year, I'll become a college graduate earning my associate's degree in sociology. There were times along the way when I had doubts that I would make it to this point, so I'm especially proud to be able to share my journey and my success with you today. I went into foster care when I was 16. Honestly, it should have happened sooner, but for a long time, no one was willing to speak up about my mother's abuse, not friends or family, not even me. She was disabled, and by my teens, I was legally her caregiver. To her, this meant that I should prioritize her needs over anything else, even going to school. By the time I was placed into foster care, my grades had fallen from missing so much school. One of my counselors even told me to give up on the idea of going to a four-year college. I didn't. I took 8 or 9 classes at a time to bring my GPA up. Not only did I get the A's and graduate on time, I got into my dream college. In 2015, I started as a biochemistry major at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Once classes started, it was immediately clear that some of the other students were prepared for college on a completely different level from me. I'd always been good at science and math, but now it wasn't just about being able to get the right answers. It was just as much about knowing how to use advanced tools and equipment that I had never had access to before. Life on campus wasn't what I hoped for either. In a lot of ways, I didn't feel like I fit in or like my voice was being heard. But I also found things that I loved. I'm not a morning person, but I was front and center at 8 a.m. for every day of my cultural anthropology class. I changed my major to sociology. I got involved with campus activism, and I found empowerment within our small community of Black students. Unfortunately, things got harder before they got easier. Early in my sophomore year, my mother passed away. I found out on my way to a midterm. Without friends and family around, the grief overwhelmed me. I tried to push through. I got into therapy. I went to my classes as often as I could bring myself to. I managed to finish the year. I came back to Northern California for the summer, and as I was helping my niece shop for school supplies for her freshman year of college, I had a panic attack. It took me completely by surprise. I realized it was brought on by thinking about school, about going back to Cal Poly, and the emotions tied up with the campus. My social worker told me I could take some time to heal, but I felt like that would be giving up. I stayed in Sacramento and enrolled late at Cosumnes River College. It didn't go well. Turns out I still wasn't in the right place emotionally to succeed. After that, I just focused on work for a while. In March of 2018, I lost my housing when the landlord decided to sell the house. That's when my social worker connected me with First Place for Youth. I was lucky enough that I was able to move into my apartment right away, no waiting. And having the support of First Place has made a huge difference for me. My education and employment specialists kept on me from the start about going back to school, doing what I needed to make progress. I'll be honest, I was a little scared to be almost 21 and re-entering school at Solano Community College. A lot of my peers were starting to think about graduation while I had no idea if I was even on track. I also knew my EE was right. I had to get back to it. Because I was working 2 jobs, I decided to try an online program. Let me tell you, online classes bring their own set of challenges. Obviously, there's the issue of technology, especially now with COVID when I can't go to the library or go hang out at a Starbucks. Having my own computer, a good computer that can handle the programs I need, and reliable internet access is absolutely necessary. But there's more to it than that. It takes a different kind of focus to keep up with classes when you don't have that time blocked out in your schedule, when you don't have to be there physically in the classroom paying attention. It's so easy to let your priorities slip a little when unexpected things come up, whether it's a personal life emergency or if you're trying to balance classes with a job that requires a lot of your time and energy. While my has kept me focused on the future, my youth advocate has helped me find balance in my life. We've worked a lot on my time management and my focus. She knows me really well, so she also knows when I'm avoiding something, and she keeps me honest about what's going on in my life. Working for First Place, a place that encourages education completion, has been a bonus when it comes to school too. I know that my boss and my coworkers will support me when I have a lot on my plate and I can balance my schedule when I have papers and tests. As a peer educator, I spend a lot of time talking to other students. In ILSP, we support and emphasize the tools and skills it takes to succeed as students and now virtual students. I'm able to share what I've learned to help with their access to technology, skills for time management, and balancing work and school, and motivation to keep pushing forward. And I love being there as someone who they know believes in them. Now, as I get ready to graduate, I'm so thankful for the support of First Place in helping me get here, and I'm looking forward to what comes next. I found a few schools that offer fully online sociology programs, and I will be going on to finish my bachelor's degree while I continue to work. I don't know exactly what the future will bring, but I'm ready to take it on.